Hello everyone, and welcome back to modded Minecraft 1.7. So I've been messing around with the Botania stuff a little bit, trying to find a good way to store more mana and pass it around, and potentially a smarter way, and I'm not quite sure if I've done a good job here or not. I stumbled onto this mana distributor, which will distribute mana evenly into any pool that's next to it. And then I've got a mana spreader in each of those pools, passing it on to this one, which then passes it on down here. The problem is that basically we have 4 mana spreaders outputting, I'll say 4 mana. Then they're sending it up to this one, which can only output 1. So there is a way that we can half fix that problem. Not fully. I've got a mana lens here, and by itself this doesn't do anything, and it's not too expensive to make. So I'm going to combine this with a Rune of Fire, and that gets a potency lens. And I'm also going to give it a mana pearl, which makes it rainbow tinted apparently. Oh, that's cool, it's actually changing colors. So this potency lens, it will double the amount of mana a mana burst can carry, but the beam becomes slower and loses mana faster after it reaches the point that it begins to lose mana. So how do I install this? I've never used one. Do I just right click on you? Oh, nice. And it really is rainbow tinted. Cool. You can also combine the lens with any dye to make it that color. So now hopefully we should be passing on our mana faster. Oh, and it even shows what lens you have when you're holding the Wand of the Forest. Okay. So one thing I'm hoping that these mana spreaders here aren't wasting energy because they're pouring more mana into this than can handle. Surely they're smart enough not to do that, but it kind of worries me how all 4 of them are firing like that. But maybe they're pretty smart. I'll have to do some research on that. So the range for how far away a beacon can be for making Terra Steel has been increased significantly. Previously, I don't think you could have had the mana pool any further away than this. But where I had the beacon before, it actually pulled a bunch of mana out of this pool, which is not what I want. And this little setup here is currently not hooked up to anything. It's something I was experimenting with. So I'm generating a pretty good amount of mana, but I'm having a lot of trouble keeping my life points up. So I went ahead and filled this up with chickens again, and yeah, they are noisy. So we're gonna go ahead and send these guys on up and get ready to sacrifice a bunch of chickens, assuming this all works out well. And by the way, don't forget, next episode is the viewer's choice episode, where you get to pick one of 3 things for me to do. What? Oh. Okay, some chickens are spilling out here. Okay, well, it's just a couple of them. And I don't think they're actually glitching through the walls like that. So let's go ahead and kill some stuff here. Yeah, the sound effects are seriously glitched out for me. Okay, and just as a reminder for the viewer's choice episode, next episode, your choices are for me to make a portal to the deep dark and travel there, for me to fight a Gaia Guardian from Botania, or for me to set up a powered spawner from Ender.io to replace the Cursed Earth spawner, which is pretty unreliable. So pick one of those. If you haven't already, leave me a comment which one you want me to choose, and I will choose whichever one the most people want, assuming I get more than one suggestion. If there's a tie, I guess I'll pull something out of a random number generator to decide, or maybe I'll pick whichever one I prefer. Okay, I hope I'm not killing these guys too fast. I don't think I am. So, I don't know how many chickens we got exactly. I put a barrel of eggs on top of the hopper over here, full of eggs. And the hopper and the dropper were already full themselves. And the feathers are from the new shedding mechanic from Botania. I feel like these chickens haven't done a very good job for me. Well, at least I'm back up on life points. I was down to like 60 or 70,000 before. Getting a lot of mobs right now. A lot of times they just don't fall at all. How does... Are they actually, like, inside the pistons? Could be. So I might still be getting some chickens for a while here, but that's okay. Almost got our orb filled up again. So many eggs in this chest, it's ridiculous. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of chickens stuck in there. Whoa! Well, that was an interesting little, I guess you'd say, chicken shower. Be right back. Alright, so I've gone ahead and turned 2 of the mana spreaders just to kind of speed up the process of collecting mana in this pool. And these other 2, I don't think they... Well, this one might have a line of sight, but probably not. I'll just leave it alone. This should be good enough. Although these spreaders won't get nearly enough mana to be going full time anyway. Yeah, definitely not. I gotta say, I really like this power system. It forces you to think in a different way than you would with other mods. Kind of want to test if this beacon will even work from over there, but I don't know if particles will even show up since there's not enough mana. No, the particles are showing up. Where did you get enough mana to do that? From here? Huh. I guess it had just enough in it. Okay, well, we know it works. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to stockpile Terra Steel at this point. Get some end-game armor at some point. For the Gaia Guardian, I'm not sure if... well, I know the Lexica Botania says to use elementium armor, and that it's recommended more so than diamond armor, but I don't know if terrasteel armor applies to that. Let's see, where would we be able to find it? Prismarine. Comes from the future. Yeah, that's actually an item that's being added to vanilla Minecraft in 1.8. Okay, azulejos, those are being added, or have been added recently. Terrasteel armor. Can utilize mana instead of taking damage. This property is more like diamond than iron. And it increases your health when you wear it. Don't know by how much exactly. +5, +6, +5, +4, so that's looks like it would double your health if I understand that correctly. Terrasteel helmet of revealing, that's combined with the goggles of revealing. Block of terrasteel. That's an expensive block. So I'm not sure when exactly we will be starting a new world. I'm kind of thinking of maybe after a few more episodes. I don't know how long I'm going to start over, maybe rebuild the mod pack, and I'll be switching to 1.7.10 at that point, where I'm still currently using 1.7.2, and depending on whether or not if Thaumcraft updates during that time, I will discard it if it hasn't and add it back in later. And I've actually gone ahead and started putting together a pack for testing purposes. I've added a pretty good number of mods on the tile screen. It says 64, where right now it says 40, I think, for this pack. So we'll definitely have some more and some exciting things to play with, as well as keeping most, if not all, of the mods that we have currently. Biomes of Plenty I will most likely be adding, and I was searching earlier for a good seed, and I think I found one. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but it's kind of ironic what it is. It's like I told it to do pretty much the opposite of what it did, in a way. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, so what else can we do here? We're a little bit short for an episode, but maybe I'll call it here. Alright. Oh, no, wait. There was something else I wanted to do here. I want to do the Ritual of Binding, and I think I need a diamond sword for this. I can't remember. Can't believe I almost forgot this. Stuff's been in my inventory the whole episode. So, that's not... What kind of sword is that? Okay. So, the Ritual of Binding. Where do we want to set this up? Don't think it's too big. Maybe let's set it up over here. And just hold right click. Alright, is this complete? I've got my weak activation crystal. Okay, so I think what you're supposed to do is throw this in and run like your life depends on it. Ah! Lots of lightning. Oh. Yes, bound blade. Alright, so this is something that we will need to proceed further with blood magic. So I think I right click to bind it to myself. And shift right click to bring it out. And then I need to kill things to hopefully get a blood shard. And I don't know what exactly... I don't know what exactly can drop it, but might as well try a few different things. And I think every operation here is using life points. Yeah, it is. Not too much. Oh, I think I saw one. There we go. Weak blood shard. So the weak blood shard is necessary for progressing in blood magic. We need it to make the bloodstone bricks, which are required for progressing or getting the tier 4 altar. And we can also duplicate these somehow. Oh, but we need the Master Blood Orb, which requires a blood shard itself to make. But wait. Oh, that requires the tier 4 altar to make the Master Blood Orb. Okay, so I guess there is no way to duplicate the shards at the moment, so I will have to keep killing things to get them. That's okay, it didn't take me too long to get one. And there's another one. Let's make sure we don't end up in here. Alright, I've gotten 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. 6. Okay, the drop rate on those is actually pretty good. We won't have any trouble getting them at all. Okay, I think 7 is enough for now. So, pretty much the only thing left to do to get our tier 4 altar is to make those bloodstone bricks or blocks or whatever they were. Blown? I typed blown. Okay. I don't know what that means. Just one set of these, please. I think these are what you're supposed to put on top of these pillars here. Wow, my game is just so laggy. I can't wait until I can get a new computer. Hopefully it'll just be a few months if I'm lucky. A few months at the most. Alright, tier 4 altar. And to get a tier 5, we would need 4 beacons in addition to a bunch of runes replacing this cobblestone. I would have to look at a picture to know exactly how many. Anything else we can do with these bloodstone bricks, or blocks? We can make bricks out of them, and that's it. So they're kind of worthless unless you want to build out of them. I personally don't like building with super bright colors, which is kind of odd considering that I made a mod where everything is a super bright color. Look at all those. It's crazy. Oh, man. Alright, so I think this is probably a good length for the episode, so we have kind of improved our mana storage a little bit at least, so... Well, life points are still a bit of an issue here, but we could also make that Master's Blood Orb soon, which I might do off camera. How am I going to do that? Might have to do another batch of chickens or something. Well, I'll think about it. So, thank you for watching. I've already forgotten where I was going with what I was saying earlier, so yeah. Thank you for watching. Don't forget you can subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all my videos. I think I'm doing some halfway decent stuff here, and I hope you do too. And if you want to, you can leave a like or a comment. I do read every comment. I don't respond to everyone, and that's usually because I don't know how to respond, but I'm trying to make an effort. I'm making an effort. Let's put it that way. Alright, see you next time.